support. Hold up. Excuse me. You mean like rap or like like comedy or something?
Rap.
I can see you stand up comedy, but I don't know about. Are Big Daws a rapper?
You don't know about Ernie, bro?
I do know about Ernie. I do know about Ernie. I remember seeing this.
Yeah. So actually, it's funny.
I remember this is. Are we talking the nerd raps?
Yep. Well, today's the 22nd. It's funny. So 2 days ago on 420 was 6 years since my album dropped. I did a full album. I was number 6 on iTunes or something crazy, top 10 on
Which
iTunes.
Which is crazy in itself.
Yeah, and this is back when, God, I don't even know. I probably just barely had 1 million subscribers.
Barely had 1 million. Barely had 1 million. Barely.
Yeah, small time, right?
Yeah.
But I remember because one of the biggest goals I had was in my life is I always wanted to make an album. The reason why I moved here to Arizona, so my plan was to be a rapper.
Oh, I never knew that.
Started rapping when I was like 10 years old. In high school, when I finally had a little bit of money from working, I got a microphone and interface. I would read full-on books on Pro Tools and producing. I got an internship at Tech 9 Studio in Kansas City, which I had to pay for.
Crazy.
I had to pay. My mom let me borrow.
Like another story.
Yeah, my mom let me borrow $500 to do an internship at Tech 9 Studio. Never even saw them, but it was Tech 9 Studio. It was cool.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Great.
So I sucked. I was horrible at making music. I've always been really good at freestyling though, but I don't have like a great voice for music. I didn't have a whole lot of rhythm. I had more rhythm than most of my other white friends, but that's not saying much. But anyways, I actually moved here to go to the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences, CRAS. So my plan was, I was going to continue to try to make music, but since I knew I didn't have a great voice, my fallback was, I'm going to learn how to produce and start a record label and this and that. So I came out here with my buddy Chris. He ended up going to CRAS. I ended up not being able to afford it. It was like a trade school. So 9 months, $18,000, which, back then, at least I couldn't even imagine having more than, a couple $1,000s. I'm like, there's no way I can get $18,000.
Like, no way.
I come from a decently well-off family, so I wasn't able to, what do you call it? I applied for financial aid. I wasn't able to receive it.
Yeah.
So they couldn't qualify me for financial aid. So I couldn't get it, I couldn't get student loans or any of that stuff. I didn't have credit. So I was like, all right, well, still want to go to Arizona. Was able to end up just going to Mesa Community College. Yeah. It was, like $1,000 a semester. So I did that while my friend went to CRAS. Yeah. And yeah, so through that, I was like, maybe this is meant to be, maybe it's not what I'm supposed to do. And I started really focusing on YouTube and just went down that path and ended up here. But I always wanted to do music. But
here's the thing is you got to where you are now because your plan A was music and you just followed that.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though you failed at it. No, but I mean, but seriously,
it just sounded funny,
think about it. But, no, I mean,
even though you suck.
No, I didn't say. You said you did. But it's like, but that's the thing is, your plan A was like, I'm gonna make music. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna work on my own, work for myself, create my own stuff, and that took you to where you are now, which is cool. And that's
and YouTube was a plan A at the same time. It was like,
exactly.
Two paths.
You had the foresight for YouTube as well.
I did.
Oh,
yep.
Sick.
I wanted to do pranks and music at the same time.
Amazing.
There was a guy, I can't remember his name, but there's a guy I used to watch that did pranks and music, and he had like 300,000 subscribers, and I was like, this guy's already doing it. I can't do it now.
Yeah.
I was like, back then I was like crushed by it. I was like, oh, he's doing it. I can't do it now.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I performed. Long story short, I did do an album. Recorded all of my nerd
what was
character.
That called? Can we plug that real quick?
Ernie's Journey.
Ernie's Journey. Okay.
Ernie's Journey.
People need to know that.
It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. I have about 5 music videos on YouTube.
Amazing.
I think 2 or 3 of them are on my main channel, Big Daws TV, and then about 3 are on Big Daws Vlogs channel. But yeah, dude, it was a blast. I plugged it through my nerd raps, freestyles. I didn't even do a great job of promoting it.
Yeah.
But it was a passion project. I went into it, and at the time, I didn't have a lot of money, but the little savings that I had about 20 grand. I was like, I'm going to put this all into the album. I'm going to invest 20 grand in it. my biggest goal is, even though I'm going to spend 6 months making this thing, my biggest goal is to just break back even.
Yeah.
And I broke back even.
I love it.
You know, didn't even really make a ton of money on it. I ended up getting like a brand deal, which, you know, put me in the green a little bit, but I wasn't worried about making money. I just wanted to do it.
Do you have it, like, are you going to bring Ernie back for another album, or is it kind of like,
So right now there's something that we're working on. I haven't made a video as Ernie in, I think, 2 or 3 years. I still get messages every day.
And that was the Nerd Raps video that you did as well, right?
Yeah, that was the character Ernie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I still get messages every day like, yo, where's Ernie? What happened to Ernie? When is he going to come back? So we have a plan where something happened to Ernie, actually, a couple of years ago.
Oh, man.
He had a big incident, a run-in with some bad people, and he's been missing ever since. The people, they haven't gotten the full story.
Okay.
So there's gonna be a little docu-series, and
maybe he got caught up with the Bolivian drug lord and the cartel and is in a prison in South America. I'm not
gonna say that's not the truth. I'm not gonna, we'll just leave it at that.
We're praying for Ernie.
Yeah. So hoping. Ernie, is he dead? Is he alive? We'll find out.
We don't know.
And we'll find out this year.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it now. I'm looking back and watch the videos because I saw that was one of the intros to you was those videos with Zach, the Nerd Raps videos, and then the prank that you and Jake did with the pants down. Or like you go to work, forgot your pants.
Yep.
And yeah, man, it's cool, and it's cool that you can branch out and do stuff like that and have fun with it.
Yeah.
People love it because people love you and are invested in your brand, and so I have no doubt that if you wanted to like make music as Daws, that
I could do it.
You could do it. Yeah.
I did one recently. I'll have to show you.
Okay, yeah.
I did making a music video with a stranger in 24 hours.
I saw that.
I rapped as myself.
Yeah, I saw that.
For the first time on YouTube.
Okay,
you might not have seen the music video because
I saw
the video was like 30 minutes long.
Okay, so I didn't see that. I saw that you dropped it.
I'll have to show you.
I saw what you put on like your Instagram and TikTok where you're like, we're grabbing a stranger and we're gonna do this, and I never saw like the final version.
Oh, it's great.
So I'm gonna have
you got to check it out. But anyways, I did one show.
Okay, one show.
It was Futuristic was doing his big, and this is shortly after we did the Nerd Raps that really blew up. And the cool thing about Zach is, he's at such a high level of success, but it's kind of like what you were saying about Mac Miller, how he always thanks you for letting like stay at his place. Whenever I see Zach or whenever we're doing anything publicly, he's always thanking me for the video that we did together that really boosted his career. And it's like his career would have boosted one way or the other no matter what. It really didn't have anything to do with me. It was kind of one of those right time, right place sort of deals. But he always thanks me for it.
100%.
And that always means a lot to me. And so he was performing. We sold out 3,000 people at a show in Scottsdale, and he let me open for him.
I love it.
And me and my buddy Chris, who I moved out here with to do music stuff, like it was just a dream come true, and we did it. I performed, it was either 3 or 4 songs. We rode out on scooters, on Razor scooters. The beat dropped, we rolled out, flipped our scooters, and just started rapping. We killed it. Everything, like I was shitting my pants.
So wait, did you do that like before Oliver Tree did the scooter stuff?
I haven't. I know who Oliver Tree is, but I did not even know who he was at that time. So yes, this was like 2016.
I mean, I love Oliver Tree, but I mean, if you were scootering doing that stuff then, I'm just saying, Ernie might be a trendsetter.
Maybe. So yeah, man, it was crazy. I mean, just the energy you could feel, once you get on stage.
Oh, it's great. 3,000
people just, giving you the best energy, and you're just letting everything out.
Yeah.
It was probably one of the best nights of my life, and I'll never forget it.